Hey everybody, good morning. It is Tuesday. It is just about 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. Oh my gosh. So yesterday was, I got on a little late and then it was kind of a quick message, but it was I almost feel like it was very specific. So if you didn't take a look at yesterday's message, it was kind of specific. And, sometimes the message will resonate with you and sometimes it won't. And sometimes I can feel like there's like someone that really needs to hear it. So we never know. We never know what spirit is going to bring us. So it's all good. It's all good. So I'm going to tell you, things are going very well. Things are going very well. So I've been enjoying meeting many of you and helping you with the process of transformation, the process of really releasing and letting go of, blockages and energy that just no longer serves you. And so the integrative energy therapy that I am a master instructor with, it's very, very powerful. And I'm really enjoying it. And one of the like quotes from the website, learningiet.com, is changing one heart at a time, affecting one heart at a time. And this integrative energy therapy is very transformational because we are getting that old programming out of your physical and mental and emotional and etheric bodies. And that's what I love, because it painlessly identifies and releases your deeply suppressed feelings and core cellular memories. Many of us, especially here, if you're here on this page, many of us are light workers. Many of us are here to be guiding lights and here to share our light. And so we have brought in a lot of past programming. And also for some of us, this programming isn't just past programming from other lifetimes, but it's past programming from very early on in your life, 0 to 7 years old, where we might not even recognize what we're holding on to. And that's what I love about the integrated energy therapy, IET. You don't have to identify it. They will identify, and they being the higher vibrational frequencies, the beings, the archangels that we're going to work with in your session. And Archangel Ariel came and gave this to the founder of IET, Stephen J. Thayer, and it's been developed through his working with Archangel Ariel and then the angels who came through to help with the work in every session. So it clears energy blocks that limit your health, life purpose, prosperity, and creativity. So for many of you, you're like, why can't I get where I want to be? Why can't I feel like I'm achieving what I'm here to achieve? Or why can't I have the prosperity and abundance that I feel like is my right? And it is your right. So when we're blocking ourselves because we're in lack consciousness, when we're feeling like we are unworthy, when we are feeling like we are discouraged, that's all lower vibrational frequency that we have to transform. And that's what the angels come in and help us do. And so it helps you to discover and live your soul's mission in life. And for many people, and I get this question all the time, I don't know what my life purpose is. Your life purpose is here to be of service. Your life purpose is here to be in service in the way that you feel, in the way that you are, who you are, sharing who you are, being compassionate, being kind, being creative. And a lot of light workers do work in service situations, healthcare and different things. But if you're someone that you feel like, I don't have that kind of a job, but that's okay, because your life purpose might simply to be the best version of you and who you are, because that is going to be the pebble in the flow of the energy that's going to ripple out and affect the people around you. Because sometimes we don't have any idea how we affect the people around us. So it provides gentle yet powerful support for survivors of childhood traumas, such as physical and sexual abuse, alcoholic, and dysfunctional families. Because when you are young, again, you might not even recognize the pain, the anger, the insecurity, the guilt, the depression, the grief that you're holding on to. And that's what IET can go in and help you do, is to transform all of those very, very core patterns. And for many of us, we get into that self-sabotaging mode of I'm not good enough, I don't deserve. And it's all because of those traumas and dramas that we're holding on to from a very early age. And sometimes some of us, we've had families, we've come into family situations that were just not good. They were not positive. They were not beneficial for a child. And we have to transform those energies that hold us down so we can come in and have the life experience that we want at this time. It supports your self-healing at all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And that's what brought me to IET. I had done so much of my own work, and I knew that there was more to go. I knew there was something I was missing or I wasn't able to accomplish on my own. And it was those traumas and dramas that I was holding on to from a very, very early age. And for me, I do recognize it was stuff that I brought into this life experience with me that needed to be transformed. So guys, and it increases your connection to your angels and helps you work with them. So for many of you who are, stepping into your intuition, stepping into your 5D consciousness, your awareness, psychic ability, mediumship, whatever you want to call it, it is that connection, that relationship with your higher self, your guides, your angels, your ascended masters. And, when you lighten your emotional body, when you will lighten your physical body, your mental body, your spiritual body, you're able to get into connection with your team so much easier and so much clearly. So if you're being drawn to look into IET, please get a hold of me if it's something you feel like would be beneficial for yourself. It is not a one and done. The Center of Being does encourage at least 3 sessions to kind of root out all those core situations. So I did a special on my website on the services tab for IET for 3 sessions. So it is about $100 discount if you buy into 3 sessions right up front. Because the first session, I really am finding people are just, it's like, remember, we have layers. We're like an onion. We have to peel the layers. And so I really feel like the first session really does come in. The angels come in and kind of balance you and start recalibrating your DNA and your cells and really rooting out kind of the big stuff. And then as the second and third sessions, we dig deeper and we really root out the old, very deep-seated patterns and traumas and dramas that are holding on, that are really stuck. So that is all there. That information is at melissalwatkins.com/services. Take a look at that. Reach out to me if you have any more questions about this. It really has made such a huge difference and impact in my life. And then there's also testimonials there for the people that I've been working with. So I don't know. I was brought to talk about that today before we started pulling cards. So I feel like, there's just so many of us in these energies right now. We just had a full moon that was impactful. We're coming up to the Lion's Gate. It's going to be very transformative. So for many of us, how do I feel relief and how do I get out of these old ways of being and doing that just aren't serving me anymore? And I feel like I'm doing the work. I feel like I'm, reading books and journaling and getting my health under control. And now it's like I need that next push, that next level. Oh, thank you, Stacy Ann. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jeannie. Welcome, honey. Good morning, Rachel. Hello. Hey, Tamara. I feel like it's been a minute. Hey. Good morning, Mandy. Hello, Darlene. Hey, Lori. Hello. Oh, thank you for that recommendation, and I appreciate that. So, yeah. So it is changing one heart at a time. Distant sessions, whether you're in my physical presence or not, are just as beneficial. But if you are someone who's in the area does want to work in person, I do have in-person appointments. But please, if you need a distant session, they're available. All right. So I'm so glad you're all here. I'm so glad you're all here. All right, let's see what we've got going on today. Oh, well, I just had a pile flip out, so I'm actually going to put them back in and really get going here with all right. What do we need to know today? There we go. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Hope. All right, the universe came right out first. Yes, right now a lot of you, many of us are going through a lot of changes, and some of it is just internal, some of it is external as well as internal. So right now it does feel like you may be overwhelmed, you may be out of sorts, you may be like trying to figure out which way to turn, which way to go, and the universe is like, just stop. We are here. It is time to get into balance. Look at the infinity symbol there. It is time to get into balance with your higher self. It is time to get into balance with your life experience in a way where you feel grounded and connected, because through that grounding and connecting, that is when you're going to start getting the flow, the flow, feeling like, okay, this is where I need to be putting myself. And so when you get that nudge, when you get that inspiration, it's like, okay, this is for me, because I'm coming from that grounded and centered place where I am feeling, knowing, hearing, seeing that this is the way forward. So when that unexpected phone call shows up and says, hey, this is what we've got for you, you're like, ooh, I can grab that. I feel good enough to grab that because I feel balanced. I feel ready. I know that the universe is joining up the dots and bringing that to me, which is for me. And I'm going to believe it, and I'm going to allow it, and I'm going to go for it. And that's what I'm feeling for you with this card, that it's time. It's time to understand that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and that human experience is here to be joyful, here to be powerful, and you've got to step into that power. You've got to step into that inspiration, that spirit-inspired action that says, let's go. Don't hold yourself back anymore. And so if you're really feeling like the opportunity is too much, you're feeling like, I've been wanting this and wanting this and wanting this, but now it's too good to be true. No, it's not. It is time. It is time for it to be too good to be true. It is time for you to receive that which is for you. And so when you're feeling like that's too good to be true, that's the old story of things fall apart in my life, that the other shoe drops and then I have to deal with a problem. No, that energy is going behind us, and we have to allow it to be back there. It is not our new experience, because we are now coming into partnership with ourselves, with our higher selves, with the experiences and the people and situations around us that are going to be beneficial. So it is time for us to recognize that we're all here to be in partnership, to be connected, whether that's being connected with a new group of people that are like-minded, whether that's someone coming into your experience because you've been kind of isolated or alone for a long time, or you're having a reconnection in a long-standing relationship that maybe got stagnant, or maybe there were some obstacles and challenges that you were kept putting on the back burner. And now it's time to come into connection with each other. It's time to get into connection with people that are being brought to your experience, because the universe is bringing you people and experiences, and now it's time for you to get into partnership with it. So not holding it back, not feeling like it's not for you, not feeling like you don't deserve it. It's time. It's time for you to recognize that you do deserve it, that you are coming into new and exciting and what is for you. And with hummingbirds on this card, it might even come in fast. It might even come in and you're like, wow, didn't see that coming. Oh my gosh, now I need to get grounded because I'm feeling unstable because this feels too good to be true. And we have to recognize that no, that is not the energy we're in anymore. That we are not in an energy of it's too good to be true. We're in an energy of it is arriving for you. Of course you want to have discernment. Of course you want to make sure that you've got all your ducks in a row, that you're taking care of all the parts of your life. But it is now time for change. But change in a positive way. Change in a way where you've been praying and wishing and hoping and manifesting, and now it's coming. And so it's time to step back and be and get quiet and recognize that what is coming for you is for you. That the person showing up to be a part of your life to help you move forward is there authentically to be there for you. It's not happenstance. It's not a fluke. It's time to get in connection and getting quiet, getting into solitude, getting in connection with yourself is going to help you feel, hear, see, and know that prompting from your higher self, from your guides. Because you are coming into a season of abundance. You are coming into everything flowing over. Look at that. It's time. Renewal. Renewal. You're coming into a time of renewal. Looking at that water, I heard the word renewal. Look at that. Yeah, it's time. It's time for renewal. It's time to put the past behind you and really put the past behind you in a way that maybe you haven't put the past behind you in a while. Maybe you've really been kind of keeping your one foot in the past because you really can't let go of a situation or a person because maybe it would work out this time. Maybe they would be better. Maybe. Sometimes we have to just love people where they are and let them be there, where you be here, where you're going. And sometimes all we can do in a situation when it's not going the way we want it to is just pray and move forward where we're being prompted to move and let those people go where they need to go, because it is time to love yourself. It is time to love others, but it's also time to love yourself. It is time to unblock your heart chakra by opening it up. It's time to open it up in a way that you probably haven't opened it in a very long time. Because for many of us, we have shut down a little bit because of all of the fear, because of all of the past heartache, because of all of the things that didn't work out then. It's time. It's time for things to start flowing over, for the renewal. And so if someone or a new situation shows up, be discerning, but be open to the possibility. Don't shut it down completely right away, because that is blocking yourself. That is blocking yourself. We don't want to do that. All right. What is the advice to go with this message? I'm excited. That renewal card, that flowing over card, that really resonated with me. I just feel like for all of us, there's going to be an area in our life that's really going to start to feel like things are just blooming and renewing and feeling new and being positive. And I mean, and for some of you, it could be that your situation doesn't change all that much, but you change, which changes everything. Because I do feel like for many of us, it is time to just let go. Just let go. All right. So we got 3 cards. Three advice cards. Yeah, Darlene. Absolutely, Stacy. Yeah. Open to all the abundance in the universe. Always be open. Always, always, always be open, guys. And if you feel like you're blocked and you don't know how to open, maybe that's why I started this message with IET, that there is a way that you can unblock yourself if you really feel stuck. Like you really feel like, I cannot jump this hurdle by myself because I keep catching my toe and falling on my face. And that's exactly how I felt for a couple of years. Like I'd done the work and I read the books and I got the counseling and I worked with this person and I networked with that person, but there was something still weighing on me that was keeping me to going to the next step, going to where I am now, being able to be this open with you, being able to be this beneficial in this way, because this was really hard for me to start this kind of a connection. I think I've told this story so many times, but just the first time I went live, just pacing back and forth, and everything was set up and all I had to do was click one button, and I had to lean into it and I just had to do it. But it took me a few minutes of pacing and talking myself into it. And so how do we do this? We surrender. We surrender to the process. We let go of the how and the when. We know that our higher self has our back. Our higher self sees the bigger picture, knows where we're headed, and is giving us the steps along the way. And sometimes those steps are so uncomfortable, it's so hard to take that step because it's a little unknown. It's a little bit of a leap of faith. But it is through that surrendering that you get to the new. Because if you keep going down the road you've always gone down, you're always going to get what you've always gotten. That's not where you want to be. And so now it is about surrendering and opening up to the universe and saying, I trust that you have my back. And take those steps, one step at a time. But let go of how it's going to happen and let go of when it's going to show up. Just keep doing what you can do in each day, taking care of yourself the best you can take up, and keep open to the possibilities, open to the universe to bring you that person, bring you that situation, bring you the next step, because they're going to. And many times they bring it to us and we block it because it's too scary, it's too much, it's too uncomfortable. And they're going to keep bringing you around until you finally step over, until you finally lean in. So don't think you missed it. Don't ever think you've missed the boat. The boat will come back around. But are you going to be ready at that point to step on it? And that's where we have to get you to. So the best way to do that is to take a step back. Get grounded, get as much sleep as you need, drink good water, eat correctly, move your body, work on positive affirmations, getting out of self-sabotage and negative self-talk, staying in gratitude, doing what you can do on a daily basis, one step at a time. But if you keep moving, striving and pushing and looking here and going there and doing this and doing that, it's almost like you're in your own way. Because that striving energy, that urgency energy, that's fear. That's never going to work. So take a step back. Yeah, Stacy, get grounded. Get grounded, get connected. Meditate, sleep, eat right, move, hang out with positive people, put yourself in good situations. And if you don't have positive people, if you really haven't found anybody that you connect with on this level, then go within, meditate, connect to your higher self, connect to your team. Let them be your tribe until you've got someone in the physical experience. Because by you connecting with them, you're going to draw in people that will be beneficial. That's why you have to take a step back. Because the pushing and the striving and the trying, it's blocking all the good stuff that's trying to get to you. Because it is coming. Here we go. We are coming into a time of blessings and abundance. But if we're blocking it, if we're holding it off, we'll feel like we got forgotten. And we never get forgotten. It's never about anybody else. It's always about us. But for many people, they think, oh, those people always get it, or those people are always okay, or those people get the gifts. It's never me. That's victimization. You got to get out of that. It's time to get into blessings and abundance. And be grateful for what you do have, and that will draw more things to be grateful for, more people to be grateful for to you. 21 days, 10 things every day. That's how my gratitude journal changed my life. Changed my life. I was on the bottom. I had no way up. I knew I had to do something different because what I had been doing for years didn't work. Each and every time I got dumped on my butt. I almost said a bad word. I got dumped on my butt. But I got into gratitude. I took a step back. I surrendered. Over and over again. Oh my gosh. I think it took me 3 good dumping on my butt before I really understood surrender. Yeah. Yeah, Mandy. Yeah. So this is a process. It's always a process. It's always a process. All right. I'm going to be back at 7 o'clock tonight for Tarot Tuesday. And for many people, they think that soul contracts are written, that their life experience is happening and they can't change it, that they don't have any control, or that a soulmate that they used to have was their only person and there's never going to be another. So we're going to talk about that. Sheila and I want to talk about soul contracts and soulmates this Saturday at 10 a.m. on the next Coffee with Sheila and Melissa. So save the date. Go get the reminder. On my page, you can actually go to the post and get the reminder, and Facebook will remind you on Saturday. So, good stuff coming up. Yeah. Oh God, Stacy, surrender is so challenging to learn. So challenging. Because the first time I got it, I really got it. It worked. I surrendered. I had blessings and abundance show up. I was able to not get into a horrible situation. I was already in a bad situation, but it helped me to maintain so that I could keep working on getting out of that situation. And then it's like I forgot. And then the next time a bad situation came around, I forgot to surrender. And then I got dumped out of it again. And I thought, oh, I didn't do that. And then it happened again. And so finally, I think I got it. And I have to let go of the how. I have to let go of the when. I just do what I can do in my daily practice. I stay in gratitude. I request a most benevolent outcome when I need something or when something's going on that I'm unsure about. I do what I can do in my own life experience, and I just allow the rest of it to just flow to me, and what comes to me is for me. And if I'm not receiving something I really, really want, then I just let that go. It's not for me. So that just means something better is coming, because your higher self always knows what's coming. And if you're not receiving the thing you want, then you can't see the bigger picture, because we can't. We're human. So we just have to surrender and know that they know they've got our back, and whatever we're wanting is not the way, because there's something better coming. That's how that works. All right, 7 o'clock tonight, Tarot Tuesday. Set your alarm. I will be back. And yeah, Saturday, 10 a.m., Coffee with Sheila and Melissa. We're going to talk about soul contracts and soulmates. It's a lot going on, a lot of good stuff, going on. So thanks, Darlene. All right. All the replays are in the video section on this page, and also everything's now being streamed to YouTube. So please take a look at my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. And I'm sending you all so much love, so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.